Hey everybody, RPG here. Today I want to circle back with you guys and talk about the RPCS3 Emulator, which is used for PlayStation 3 emulation on Batocera. So I've done a video introducing you guys to this emulator and showing you exactly how you want to go through and set everything up in order to enjoy your favorite PlayStation 3 games. But I want to circle back now and I want to talk about how we can go in and customize our game settings to better our performance for each title. So I'm going to demo this process with you guys today. We're going to be using the wiki page for the RPCS3 emulator, which is a massive tool to use. I highly recommend taking advantage of this because we can use this wiki page to actually just go in, type in whatever game we want to better the performance of, and the wiki page is going to tell us all the settings we need to adjust in order to better the performance. All right guys, let's jump into it. I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do in order to kick up the performance on your favorite PlayStation 3 games. All right, so here we are on the RPCS3 wiki page, and the address for this page is right here, and that's wiki.rpcs3.net. And I'm going to actually provide you guys with a direct link to this wiki page in the description of this video, so just drop down to the description and you'll be able to click right through to the wiki page and have full access. Once you get to the RPCS3 wiki page, you're going to notice a search bar across the top. This is where we can type in any PlayStation 3 title we want in order to pull up the settings for that specific title. So I recently added Batman Arkham City to Batocera, but I've been having some performance issues with it. So we're going to type in Batman Arkham City and hit enter. Right here at the bottom, you can see we have the link available. So we're going to click that link and boom, we're right into the settings of the Batman Arkham City game. So right here under configuration, you're going to notice two different sections. We have the GPU configuration and we have the advanced configuration. So these are two different settings that we need to adjust in order to get this game running at its max performance level. So we have under GPU configuration, we have resolution scale, which needs to be set to 100 under the option. I believe this is actually the default, but we're going to jump in and double check that just to be sure. And then we also have advanced configuration, which here it says write depth buffers, and we need to select that option and turn it to on. By default, this one is on off, and what this does is it fixes broken graphics. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to screenshot this configuration settings page so we have it on hand when we jump into Batocera and we can easily make these adjustments. All right, so I've just screenshotted this page. So now we're going to fire up Batocera. I'm going to first jump into this title with the default settings and show you exactly what issues I'm experiencing. And then we're going to jump into the settings, make the adjustments with this screenshot that we just took from the RPCS3 wiki page, and then we'll test the performance with those adjustments. All right, so I've just fired up my gaming PC running Batocera, so let's jump into our PlayStation 3 collection, and we're going to jump right into Batman Arkham City. Here, this again is with the default settings. Nothing has been altered or customized in any way.
We'll make sure this hurts, you freak!
All right, so I'm just going to pause it so the audio of the game doesn't drown me out here, but taking a look at this scene, it's an absolute mess. I'm unable to actually see the characters here. All I'm seeing is their shadows on the floorboards, but the floorboards are actually totally inconsistent as well. I'm supposed to be indoors for this specific scene in this game, but I'm kind of inside and outside. I'm seeing a lot of scenery outside that's flickering in and out. So it's just an absolute mess, and like this, it's totally unplayable, which is unfortunate because we saw that all the initial load-in screens were perfect. We're getting good audio. We're getting good movement on the characters from what I could see from the shadows, but the actual graphics here are just totally broken. So we saw on the wiki page that under advanced configuration, we have a adjustment that we can make, which was in the right depth buffers just by turning that option on. And under notes there, which you could see here in the bottom right corner, the screenshot from the wiki page, which shows that that particular option fixes broken graphics, and broken graphics is exactly what we're experiencing here. So I'm going to unpause this again just to show you again what we're dealing with.
We're gonna hurt you! This won't take long.
So I'm hitting all the buttons that are showing up on screen, and I'm actually seem to be, striking the bad guys in this particular scene, but I have no visuals on them. So we're going to jump out of this game. We're going to hit our hotkey and our start button to exit this game here. It's going to kick us back to our game collection, and we're going to back out of this page, so we're into a main page like this, and we're going to grab our keyboard and we are going to hit F1 on our keyboard. That's going to open up our file system here, and now make sure that you have a mouse attached as well, or if you have one of those keyboards with the mouse combo, those will work great too. So we're going to go over to applications, and we're going to jump into our RPCS3 config, and you can see here we have all of our titles. I've only got about 6 titles right now, but we're going to locate the game that we're looking to make adjustments on. So that is going to be this one right here, Batman Arkham City. So we're going to highlight it here, we're going to right click, and you're going to drop down to create custom configuration. Now I have actually tested this one out before filming this video, so once you've made adjustments to it, it's going to highlight as change custom configuration. But if I go up here to another title I haven't been into any of the configurations on, when I highlight it and right click, my option here is to create custom configuration. Again, just because I've already been in here playing around with this prior to filming this video today, it has changed. So we're going to go into create custom configuration, or if you've already been in there tweaking things around, change custom configuration. So we'll click on that. It's going to open up the page that looks like this. So we're going to be referencing that corner picture there, which is the screenshot from the wiki page. And the first option on there under GPU configuration was resolution scale, and we want to make sure that's set on 100%. So we're going to go over to GPU, and we're going to go over to resolution scale, which is right here. And you can see we have a line from 50 to 800, and 100% is default, and that's exactly what we're on. So we're all good there. If this was altered, in either more or less than 100%, just slide this down to the appropriate setting, which is 100% here, and you're going to hit apply right here, and then save custom configuration. Again, we didn't make any adjustments here because this is how this already was. So we're going to go down to that next option. The next option was advanced configuration, which you can see in the bottom right corner. So we're going to go over to the advanced tab. We'll click on that. And the option here was write depth buffers. We need to turn that on. So over here on the right hand side, you can see we have the option for write depth buffers right here, and we're going to turn that on. You turn it on just by clicking on it, and you're going to get this check mark. So now we need to apply these changes. We'll go down to the bottom and we'll click apply, and then we're going to go over and hit save custom configuration. So now what we can do is we can jump back into our game and test this out. You can either exit all of this, or you can actually just jump into your game right from here. So we're going to highlight it again, and we're going to just hit play right here at the top. It's going to just load in our modules real quick, and it's going to auto launch the game for us. I actually think we have some better graphics here too. We're going to jump into our game, and we're going to test out that first scene, see if we have some better graphics there or if they're still broken.
You're going to die in Arkham City.
All right, huge difference here. We're not seeing any issues whatsoever with this scene. We're seeing the full scenery behind us exactly as it's supposed to be. We're no longer inside and outside. We're able to see all the characters on screen, not just the shadows. Everything here is working flawlessly now.
The boss wants you to.
Now that they're all taken care of, it's time to get what I came for out of that safe.
So I want to just test the movement here just to make sure everything is good in terms of movement, but we saw in the fight scenes everything was looking pretty perfect on here. So that is really all we need to do. We've made all of the custom adjustments in the actual settings here to our GPU configuration. Everything was perfectly fine as it was, but we did double check that the option was set to 100. And then for advanced configuration, that's where we really saw the major difference here. Just by enabling write def buffers, that fixed all of our broken graphics in this particular title. All right, so as you can see, we were able to jump into our settings on our emulator and make some adjustments to change our PlayStation 3 game from being completely broken and unplayable to running flawlessly as it was intended to be performed on the original PlayStation 3 console. So this is a super simple process, and that wiki page makes life so easy by giving us all the different references for all the different titles on this PlayStation 3 emulator, so we could just go in there, check their database, take note of the different settings that we need to adjust, and then implement them on Batocera or any way we're actually using the RPCS3 emulator. So that's going to do it for this video today. If you found this helpful and you enjoyed this video, smash the like button for me. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here, the RetroPie Guy YouTube channel, if you haven't already, because I do a ton of different videos based on retro gaming. We do tutorials like this one, product reviews, gameplay demos, and then we have the Forgotten Favorites YouTube series every Monday and Thursday night. So tons of great content on here. Best way to stay in the loop is to subscribe. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching.